Hey, it's Stacy.
Hey, it's Hannah.
And this is
The Debrief Sesh,
episode 19. This week, no cultural digest because there has not been anything too significant. I feel like it's a little bit Taylor Swift album is still being talked about, all that shit. We're gonna do something new. We're gonna do a little bit of life updates. No one's getting married. No one's pregnant. Sorry.
Sorry,
Came
no.
off really.
like a huge announcement.
Yeah. No, I literally just took a trip to Korea.
マジで何もあんま変わってない。
I just went on a mini vacation. I just wanted to talk about it. That's why I don't know if anyone noticed, but episode 18 was a little like a day late uploading, and the clips are a little bit late to be edited because I would just take some time off. I went to Korea. I go to Korea every year, like once a year. I have a friend who lives there, and I have another friend who usually goes back to Korea to see family. And the three of us used to live together in college. So this year was actually our 10th anniversary of friendship.
So cute.
Which is crazy to say that. Like,
Yeah.
마지대, wow.
Yeah.
Because we met in college freshman,
That was 10 years ago?
2015.
Oh,
For you too.
確かに
Yeah, girl.
Yeah.
And this time, like, all three of us, we stayed at our friend's place because she lives there. And it was just really, really nice. なんか28歳にもなって、なんか feeling like I went back to college days. Like,
Yeah.
literally going to sleep as we're talking and then waking up. And as soon as we wake up, we're like, okay, what should we get to eat? みたいな。
Yeah.
It was really nice to go back to that. I think also, like, I just, like, needed that. It was definitely nice to have, like, a refresh. なんか本当にずっと楽しかったから、on the way back, like, so it was just 3 nights, 4 days. The bus back to the airport, もうマジでバイバイ言った後に、普通にツーって泣いて、it's not because I'm sad, like, it's, like, not even that far. I'm gonna be able to see them.
Yeah.
But, like, I was just so happy.
Oh,
Like,
that's so cute.
This cold-hearted bitch.
yeah.
そういう映画あるじゃん、like Grinch みたいな。
マジでそれ。
本当にそう。Like, I felt just so, なんか胸いっぱいになって、I was just like so thankful. なんかマジで perfect vacation だったし、超楽しかったから、I was just like, fuck, I'm so, like, I love my friends. みたいな感じでめっちゃ。And it was just like, the bus was like at night too. So there's just like a family of like a Russian family in the front. And it's just me in the back, like silently
一人で泣いてる。
Yeah. I was like, what is this? で、なんか飛行機乗っても、なんかめっちゃもう一回、なんかI would see my friends would post like the photos that we took, and they would also write like long ass captions of, like, oh my god, I really value this friendship, and I'm so glad, whatever. And I'm just like,
It's just cute because you guys do see each other every year, but I think this one specifically, like, you guys, I don't know, like, you came back with so much, and like, なんかもう so fulfilled and so happy. Yeah. なんかタイミングとかも含めてさ、maybe it was just like a really, really good time and trip overall.
So, yeah, that's true. I think, like, in the past years, of course, like, things have changed, but especially this year, I think for all three of us, it was, like, very, like, I am recently, like, buying a house. Like, my friend just went freelance. My other friend is, like, in a long-term relationship, and she's like thinking about her career and like her relationship, her family, shit like that. Like, it's like so real adult stuff. But at the same time, it's like we're laughing like マジで久しぶりにお腹痛いぐらい just because like we took a photo and one person like 目閉じてたとか
like stupid shit.
本当に like
but it's ね、なんかわちゃわちゃできて
よかった
Yeah, that's so cute.
Nice. I also got taken to my first strip show.
Oh yeah.
In Korea. Honestly, I recommend so much. マジで if anyone's going to Korea, and if you're like in a group of girls especially, it's like a magic mic show, but it was called Wild Wild. マジでかっこいい
Are they like really famous?
But it was a lot of foreigners, so maybe amongst tourists it is, but like still, it was a Friday that we went, and like そんなに it wasn't packed to the brim. マジでよかった。普通に楽しかった。
Korean dudes. 絶対かっこいいやん。
やっばマジで何食べたらこんな体になるの What the hell?
Their gata is so so good in general.
Oh shit!
So strip show.
They were like there were like a section where they're like dressed as officers.
Oh.
Or like they were dressed as construction workers.
Oh shit.
Or like, もう本当によかった. I felt alive.
I felt alive.
And like a clubbing とかも行ったりして. But then we also did like wholesome, just like more talking.
Yeah.
It was a good blend of both.
Did you run into like Hyundai boys?
We didn't go to Hongdae. We went to Itaewon.
Okay.
But Itaewon is a little more chill. I think it's
Okay.
like the Roppongi of Japan. Or sorry, of Korea.
ないんだ.
そんなチャラくなかった. Like it felt more, I don't know, maybe it was also just the time that we went. We got lucky. But like, yeah, it didn't feel gross at all. Like, マジでみんな, it was like there to have fun. The music, the thing I love about Korean clubs is the music is really for the girls. Like, they play a lot of K-pop, of course, but they play a lot of throwbacks.
That'd be so lit if it was just constant K-pop.
Yeah, and like throwback K-pop, like a Haru Haru とか. And yeah, literally all the girls scream, and it's just so it's really fun because the girls are having fun, and naturally the guys would be like, oh yeah, I want to pay to get in. But the girl, actually, I'm not even sure if this is like everyone's case, but for us, I'd have to pay for a single club to get in.
That's crazy.
But that's actually crazy because in Japan, that's not like a thing. Like we get a little bit of discount if you're a girl, but like it's usually not free, you know? But I was like, oh shit, this is really good. Like we would get a free table just to go in.
Just for the three of you?
Yeah.
すごいね.
We're just like, 本当にこれただ?
just hotties. 3 hotties.
Yes, but I'm sure we're not the only ones. なんかそれが普通みたいな感じだったから。日本もちょっとそういうのやんないかな。
これから。
高いんだよな、最近。
The boys are probably like, yo, we have to pay
Yeah,
so
like
much.
shut the fuck up. As you should, actually.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, no, I felt really refreshed. But I do feel very tired.
Yeah.
ちょっと
You were also on a red eye.
Yeah, I was on a red eye for both going and coming back. ちょっとやばかった.
Yeah. You came back here at like 1 a.m.?
At like 2.
2 a.m.?
Yeah. ちょっとやばかった.
そっか. まあ, you got a cute little husky voice.
Yeah. A little sexy husky
voice.
Yeah.
All right, well, I don't have any life updates.
Next time you go on a trip, we'll skip the cultural digest and we'll just do a little trip update.
Yeah. That'll be fun.
Okay.
All right.
Main topic today. I feel like we talk a lot about icks, especially in the earlier episodes.
Yeah.
But we never really talked about red flags and just like non-negotiables in general.
Yep.
I think icks is like, you can turn a blind eye to them. They're usually something sillier. Like, 本当に it's like things that don't really matter in the grand scheme of things, but just kind of bother you.
Yeah.
Red flags. So. Red flags is like, もう、
これは本当にもうない。
ちょっとやめといたらって思うのが red flags. What is it in Japanese? Is there a word for red flags?
Red flags?
赤い旗。
言わないよね。
なんかありそうだけどね。
何なんだろう。
Maybe there isn't. But yeah, like ダメ男のあるある。
いや。わ
かんない。まあいいや。
まあいいや。
Anyways, first off, going off strong. So this is something that I feel very strongly about, but if a guy, and also this is going to be really like heteronormative, like of course because we're fucking, we only really take guys, so this is going to be all about guys. I feel like dynamics and the red flags could be different for a lot of people.
Yeah.
This is just based on our experience.
Gotta
put that out there every single fucking time because there'll always be some fucking social warrior on the comments giving us shit.
Yeah.
Anyways, that being said, if a guy ever raised his voice at me, I would actually never talk to him again.
Yeah.
I think yelling is such a primitive, like, telling thing because, I don't know, even when I argue with friends, like, even when I'm, like, belligerently drunk, I would never yell at my friends or I would never yell at the people that I love. So if a guy, especially if a man were to yell at me, a woman, I would feel so scared and also so put off.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
I've experienced like a man yelling at me.
Which is wild.
My boyfriend at the time, and also just in general, a man yelling at you is never, like, I'm the type to also don't take that shit. So if a man yells at me, I would totally yell back too. But even though I'm so scared, I'm like, I can't take that. Like, I'm not like gonna allow a man to just like talk down on me or yell at me like that. But when it was my boyfriend at the time, like, I was so scared. And it's just like so, like, exactly like you said, to have like someone you love to like scream at you. Not scream, but like just raise his voice. Especially like a bigger man too. It's just like, oh, like all you can feel is just like be like small. You feel so small.
And the fact that like they don't give a shit probably in the moment when they are yelling at you, that how they're making you feel, because it's all about them at that point, right? Like when you're raising your voice at someone, it's like they're prioritizing their own anger or their own feelings first. And I think that's just so, that shit doesn't go away って思う.
Especially when they like apologize about it like a day after or something. It's like, that's not the point though, you know? Like, just, okay, like, thank you for apologizing and thank you for owning up to it. But like, その時の気持ちがもう強すぎて, it doesn't really go away. You're kind of like, okay, like, thank you for, you know, like, knowing that you did that, but I hope it never happens again. But most likely, if they raise your voice at you once, it'll probably happen again.
そうね。like 本当に100歩譲って once, okay, I guess you can forgive. We all make mistakes. I guess. This is the really fucking biggest I guess. But yeah, if it happens a second time, well, it's done. Then it's a pattern. This is a person who will never be able to fully fix that part of himself because he said sorry once and then he still does the same shit again. It's like... Yeah, I don't know. I also think in the same lane, if anyone aggressively curses at me, like calls me a bitch, calls me...
Like, fucking...
Yeah. Are you fucking serious? Like, shit like that, like, in my face. More, I zone out. I'm just like, I'm done.
And we both did this, but when they point at you
too,
it's
like natural.
Yeah, naturally, like, oh, like pointing down at you. I'm like, like, how fucking dare you?
Yeah.
Like,
is this a sports game? Are we arguing like two oji-sans? Like, I'm a girl that you like. What do you mean you're talking to me like that? It's like unfathomable. Not only because like objectively that shit is wrong, but like even for me personally, なんか to anyone I could never talk to them that way unless they were like physically trying to get in a fight with me, which is never the case. Like, I just don't know. なんか本当に怒り方マジで大事.
And like when it gets to that point, I think they're trying to like really 押し付ける their opinion. When they come to this point, it's like their genkai, but it's like you can say that without getting to that point. Like, or you're just like not being clear about your, you know, opinion or your argument. And it doesn't have to get, you don't like just yelling and, you know, shouting doesn't make your point any like better or clear or just like, wild to me.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I think on the same or the similar lane though, so the opposite side of the flip side of that is people who give you the silent treatment instead. So, I mean, guys who yell, obviously not good, but then I think like there will also be a lot of guys who don't like confrontation or don't like to fight, and so they'll just go silent or like they'll just shut down completely when you're trying to talk to them about something. Not yelling, just like bringing up something or like trying to talk or figure something out. Man, yeah, I used to have, again, another regular on this podcast, a really hot but very avoidant ex in my life. And every time I would try to bring up something that was bothering me or that I wanted to kind of like work through, he would just go silent. He wouldn't respond to me, or he would just stop responding to me. I went through a whole string of holidays, like Golden Week holiday, which is like a week off basically in Japan, without him talking to me because I was like, hey, like I asked you to fix this and you said that you would. You didn't though, like what's up with that? And he was just like, okay, like I'm sorry.
And then
nothing. Just nothing. He just went stone cold. Like
that's the worst feeling ever.
And then 結局 I had to call him and be like, hey, I'm sorry.
Yeah, why are you apologizing?
I was like, I don't know how to fix this. Like, what?
Yeah.
It made me feel kind of crazy.
Well, yeah. I think just being silent, I understand how people need their time to just like figure out their own thoughts, and people process things differently. But そうするんだったら communicate
Yeah,
that.
like, hey, I need a couple
Yeah,
days.
give me like 3 days to just like, I need some time on my own to reflect. とかさ、that's the communication you should be giving if you want to be silent.
Yeah.
But the fact that he's like, sorry, and then nothing after. Oh, it's such the worst feeling when you're literally in front of the phone and it rings and you're
Yeah.
like, 彼かな? And it's not, and you're just
マジでそう。
constantly, oh, もう超わかる.
It's like you're out like with lunch, like you're out with with a friend
Yeah.
at lunch or something, and then like you already leave your phone up just in case. みたいな. I don't want to be fucking like bothered by this while I'm doing shit like something else. Like, I also have a life to live, and yet.
And then you don't want to be annoying to be like, hey, like, are you okay?
Yeah.
Like, but also, I've also experienced like the hot and cold to that, where he one day will be like, so rabu rabu, もう大好き大好きみたいな. Next day, it's so cold. Like, not like almost silent treatment vibes, where he's very distant with me over text, and maybe I think he was like going through something, but he wouldn't communicate that, so I thought it was something I did. And then I'm now like spiraling, like he literally was so rabu rabu to me yesterday. Like, what did I do for him to dramatically shift? And yeah, like that also just fucks with you.
Yeah. I mean, it is very toxic. I'm sure it's like a manipulation. Whether it's conscious or not, it's like to use your silence as like a weapon almost. Like, it's like weaponized silent treatment.
Oh, yeah.
なんか悪いこととかなんか気に食わないことしたら okay, I'm just gonna fucking stop talking, or I'm just gonna cut you off みたいな感じされると it's like okay, like, are you threatening me to like okay, might as well just fucking break up then.
It's fucking mean. You don't do that to your friends either.
And
like,
it's childish. Like, I'm not your like 反抗期してるの? Like, am I your mother?
Why do boys do that?
I don't know. I think it is though. I'm sure some girls do it, but more so we're just talking about our own experience.
Yeah.
I think it's because like they just never really learned how to deal with their emotions properly. なんか maybe it's just like too much for them to handle,
process.
and then they just like shut down.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Like, I don't know. I'm sure there are maybe out there, but I feel like majority is just like they just don't know how to handle it, so then they rather shut down. Like, I don't know if it's like a conscious like, okay, right now, like this day I'm gonna be hot and this day I'm gonna be cold.
No.
なんか自然とそうなるんだろうけど、自然にそうならないように努力も別にしてない。
マジ自分勝手よね。
Yeah, it's so
So
self-centered.
self-centered.
Because you're like 振り回してる everyone who's around you, and like your girlfriend or the person, whatever. It's like they have to match whatever your mood is or your energy that day, and that's so tiring.
And like, it's just so annoying because, again, like, you don't want to be annoying, but all it takes is for them to just say, I need time. That's literally it. And I'm so chill. けどそれがないから I'm not chill. You know?
It's like you don't know what to expect even. Yeah.
So, nah, silent treatment is literally the worst.
ちょっと違う topic だけど super specific to me, because I have 2 cats. And if they ever come over, first and foremost, if someone tells me that they're not a cat person, もう instant red flag for me. なんか and it's usually they've never interacted with cats, or they have like a, I don't know, like a preconceived idea of how cats are. なんか they're very standoffish. なんかあんま懐いてこない。でも懐いてこなくてもさ、別に好きでいろよって思う。I'm just like, when I hear people who like tell me why they're not cat people, and they're like, oh, because like dogs are so much better, and like なんか別に懐いてこないじゃん、猫は。It's because like they don't want to fucking come to you, maybe. Like, why don't you just be patient and wait? Like, why don't you like 努力する so that they do? Like, don't you kind of get how they are as people? Like, a characteristic ちょっと見えてこない?
I mean, I don't feel this because I don't own cats, but I feel like these are your babies.
Yeah.
So for them to not like be sensitive about that and like kind of be like, you know, like fuck them みたいな感じはマジ嫌だと思う。
なんか I just like automatically think like, oh, you're ignorant as fuck, and なんかその I feel like I have a personality that's very cat-like. どっちかっていうと I'm not like 人懐っこい. Like I'm not gonna fucking like pounce on you, you know? Like I'm gonna take my time and like, you know, read the room and stuff like that. 猫みたいに。なんか, okay, then are you just expecting like everyone to 懐く to you? Like for no, なんかそういうのめっちゃ考える. I'm like, but then 逆に猫好きな人はなんかそのちょっとたまに懐いてくれるときになんかすごく嬉しく感じるとか、なんか they can enjoy when they feel like they deserve it. Like そういうの聞くと I'm like, yes.
まあけど overall in the bigger scheme of things, it's like animal lovers are so like いいって思うじゃん。
そうね。
So when people are like, I hate animals とかなると、ってなる。It like breaks my heart.
Yeah, like I don't really like have a preference.
Really? みたいな。
What do you mean? Like, are you okay?
Yeah.
ちょっとなんかよくわかんない。
まあけどね、I'm not like, I love cats って思ってなかったけど、like your cats are so different. Like they're so like 懐っこい。Yeah, they like come cuddle you and they're so sweet. So I love them.
でも懐っこくなくても可愛かったね。
もちろん。もちろん。
I think it's just the cause.
I think
also off on a tangent, but going off of pets, when I meet someone and they have no idea of like how pet shops or like shelter versus pet shops work, especially in Japan because it's like not a thing. Like shelter or like adopting from a shelter is like pretty minority, I think. I think a majority of people would just buy pets from a pet shop.
Right.
And for some, like we have a friend who you know, bought through a breeder, but it's because she has allergies or whatever, and it's like, できるだけ ethical に. でも I think that's also very rare. I think a majority will just go to any generic pet shop and just buy like a puppy or a kitten.
Right.
And it's just like, have you never watched a single documentary about shit like that? Like, do you not know what puppy mills are? Like, do you not know that it's unnatural to see only baby and only purebred species in an animal shop? Always like what do you think happens when they get older? Like what do you think happens when like the mom is done like giving birth? Like you know, there's just so much implications and like I don't know, I guess I also come from a family who is always adopted. And
yeah, you came from like your parents have like how many cats?
We've had 6 cats in our lifetime in our whole house. In our household, my sister has had 3 cats in her lifetime.
Yeah.
I had 2 cats. Like, and we're all are like very heavy adopters. なんか絶対にペットショップ嫌と思って。And I know it can be more difficult to do that, but like I would much rather try to do that if I can. Yeah, but then when I see someone who's like, yeah, like I love dogs, like, oh, I really want a Maltese, or like I really want a doodle, like something doodle. I'm like, do you know how that like
made?
like half poodle breeds are so miserable because they have such health complications? Like it's so inhumane. Or it's like shit like that. I'm just like, wow, you are in such like a like you're actual dumbass って思っちゃう. It's しょうがないんだけど. I do think less of them.
And people here are very uneducated about this, though. Everyone in the US is like, adopt, and I love that. But 確かに日本はないから.
I'm like, oh, look at my cute dog. And I can...
They're
一目で
tiny
they like
ass
do
toy
not
poodles.
They do not belong on this earth. Like you don't need a dog that can't breathe on its own or can't groom its like they cannot survive until like unless a human interferes like medical whatever. Like they should not exist. Stop breeding these people. Like stop buying and encouraging this shit. Like
this is a bit off topic, but how Japanese people like take care of their pets is really excessive, I think.
Maybe it's a Tokyo thing too, though.
Oh
actually, no, it's a Japanese thing. Maybe.
Or Tokyo thing. I mean, I guess from what I see, it's just Tokyo, but like they will literally walk their dogs in a stroller.
What do you? That's not a thing.
It's not doing anything for them.
Huh? That's not sample. It's your sample, maybe.
Your sample. けどみんなそうじゃん.
Yeah.
Everyone has them in their little cute like baby strollers. 2 dogs, they're puppies. I'm like, なんか,
I don't know.
I guess fresh air.
Yeah. Have you seen the guy who walks like 20 dogs at once in Harajuku?
I fucking hate that, man.
I hate that, and I hate all the tourists who give him like any type of attention because it just encourages it. Like
it's clearly for attention.
How can that be? Let's say 100歩譲って again, like it's not.
Oh wait, for our listeners, that don't know.
Oh, so
Yeah.
sorry. For our listeners who don't know, in Harajuku, there is a strange old man, like a like
40s,
mid 40s,
50s.
yeah, guy who is literally the slimiest looking guy. Like he's dressed so weirdly. Anyways, he has like 20 different dogs on a leash at the same time, and he's walking
Like,
the streets of
actually,
Harajuku.
no lie, 20.
Yeah, like 20 actually. I'm sure if you look it up, like you can find the photos because it's like a famous, like well-known guy in
Now he
Harajuku.
is, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like obviously you have 20 dogs. There's just gonna be people who are like, oh, so cute. Oh, the dogs. Oh my god, hi. Like trying to take pictures, and like that just encourages you're just gassing him up to do what? Like to do
Yeah.
the weirdest fucking shit. Like
But one, they're like trampling over each other because there's
so
just so many of them. And he has, 2 hands with like 10.
yeah.
And like all in diapers too because he can't handle all of them
No
like
shitting
peeing
at
and
once.
shitting.
That's the point of taking them on a walk.
I'm like,
though.
what the fuck? You're putting them in diapers and just like walking them.
Yeah,
Like,
I
かわいそう。
本当に意味わかんない
Yeah.
し and I hate his smug ass face
Yeah.
when people ask him for photos.
He's like, あ、いいよみたいな。
Oh my
He's like,
god.
of course.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's 本当に that's when yeah, I just like completely ignore it whenever I see it
But
too.
he's on like magazines from it. He's like in, just like all these weird. He got so much fame from it. Yeah.
I feel the same way about like なんていうの like the specific like exotic animal cafes and stuff like that. It's like, dude, these iguanas do not belong in this Japanese weather. Like they don't belong in this humidity, this cold. Or,
カフェ
like めっちゃ暑い時に there was like a ferret or something, like a very exotic kind of like mammal. なんか外で店員が like trying to 客寄せ like trying to get people to come in. But it was like during the summer, so it's blistering hot and humid. I'm like, this definitely is not the habitat this animal belongs in. Like, why are you forcing this little guy to come out with you? You alone work
hot
outside.
ass concrete,
Yeah.
like
I was like,
blazing.
huh?
Yeah, かわいそうね。
Wow, this really went off topic. But I think we both just feel very strongly about like humans using animals or like just not knowing shit.
そう。
But then they claim to be animal lovers or like, oh my god, I love dogs. But you have like the most inhumanely breeded puppy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
マジでバカだと思う。Do you wanna?
Yeah, next one. Okay, different to going back to boyfriends or men in general, but when people call all of their exes crazy,
Actually, yeah.
I'm like, okay, let me hear your side of the story, but also like you're the 共通点 of this story here of all these girls. So are you making them crazy? って思うの。
And more often than not, it usually is them.
Yeah.
They are the ones either making them crazy or they are even crazier.
Because I experienced this thing where this guy was just telling me how crazy his ex was, and I'm listening to this story. I'm like, yeah, whoa. And I think he's telling the truth, and his story is quite crazy. He's had a really rough like past relationship, and I'm not trying to take away his experience in any way, but he's just constantly calling this girl crazy, right? And I'm like, okay, so he's had like a rough relationship, rough ex, and then we date, and in this relationship, like I was going crazy. Like I was going crazy because of the shit he would say, the shit he would do, and it was making me go crazy. And then I realized, wait, he's literally making me this crazy
It's like the ending of like Shutter Island.
Yeah.
Like, wait, plot twist.
Plot twist. I was like, 逆に like was he doing this with her too? って思って and he was, in this relationship calling me like crazy. I've never been told from my exes that I was a crazy person, like at all. If anything, I'm like chill, fun, positive, and he was like, you're a crazy person, like you're me, you're that, and I'm like, what? And I would like self-reflect, like, am I a mean person? I remember calling you, and I was like, do you think I'm crazy? Like, do you think I'm mean? Like, it was affecting like how I was thinking about myself.
Yeah.
It's like, you're the crazy one for making me feel this way.
Yeah. I think like if at any time a guy, not even like a guy that I'm dating, just a guy in general, like it can't even be my friends, but they're talking about their ex or whoever that they dated, and they're framing them in such a bad light, and they're taking no accountability for any of the stuff that they did. Like
Yeah.
there's no one liner about, but I am also in the wrong, or like, but yeah, I had my my ups and downs too, or
Yeah.
whatever the fuck.
But in overall, it was a good relationship. But this happened, like
Yeah.
this specific thing, とかさ.
There's
Yeah.
like no accountability like that, then I know to always just take it with a grain of salt, because it's usually very, very like もう都合よく biased. That's some bullshit.
いやー、それ経験しちゃったわ。
Uh,
And I would tell you like, oh, his ex, when he went through this whole traumatic thing and yada yada yada, and then like months later, I'm like, Stacy, I'm going crazy みたいな. Like, am I crazy?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. It was what a crazy experience.
yeah.
And you don't know you're going through that when you're actually going through it.
Yeah, of course.
And then you kind of step aside and kind of look at it from an outsider perspective, and you're like, wait, hold on.
Wait a minute.
This isn't right.
You're
No.
the common denominator
Yeah,
here.
本当に。
It's not me.
って思っちゃう。
Yeah. マジで怖いわ。
Yeah, 怖い。It is manipulation in some, aspect. Like, 怖い怖い。
Different one. I have such a short temper when it comes to people who give me like unsolicited advice.
Yes.
And I don't know if it's not a non-negotiable. It definitely is a red flag though. Because let's say I do something, or like まずさ、何にもしてないのに言ってくるのがめっちゃ嫌いなのね。特に文句とか言われると、or just like advice とか、なんか上から目線のこと言われると、
Yeah.
I'm like, excuse me, who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
と思う。
Well,
To anyone.
yeah,
but
for sure.
But especially a fucking man. And so last year I had the same Korea trip. But last year I went with my ex, my boyfriend at the time, and it was his first time going to Korea. And so I was going to spend a week with him, and then the next week he was going to leave earlier, and then I was going to spend with my friends as usual.
Yeah.
And I had like Marriott points, so I like got the hotel on my points. He didn't have to spend a dime on the hotel.
Oh my God.
Yeah, fucking baller here.
Right.
Yeah.
Fucking mama.
Yeah, fucking already be thankful and kiss my feet for the hotel that I comped us. Anyways, so yeah, we had a hotel, and I think we spent like 4 or 5 days, but then he had no idea what he wanted to do in Korea. なんかマジで何にも調べなかったのね。He did no research, he had like nothing that particular that he wanted to do. なんかめっちゃざっくりと he was like, oh, like maybe we can eat this, maybe we can go here, like, oh, I think that there's this here. I was like, okay, why don't you make a fucking plan? Because I'm not about to, because I can speak a little bit of Korean.
Yeah.
And so I can kind of, and it's not my first time, so I kind of know how to like take the transportation, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm willing to help.
Yeah.
But to a certain extent, like I want you to also participate in this. Like
Well,
it's really
yeah.
stressful.
It's not Stacy's trip. It's like
Yeah.
Stacy and your ex's
Yeah.
trip.
Am I your tour guide? Like, are you paying me to do this?
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's like the third or fourth, like the final days, and then he's like such in a weird mood, or like it was like super weird because like he was like, well, like this is like no different from Japan. Like it's like we're just like shopping and like 全部同じ感じなんだね。
キモ。
And もうなんかその時点で I was pretty like, yeah, because we're spending it how I just want to spend it. Like I like spending it like this. I like shopping and just eating around and whatever. Like if
Why is
you
he-
wanted to do something cultural or like do something significantly more different, then maybe you should have fucking mentioned it.
Yeah.
And he was just like, yeah, no, like I just thought, みたいな. Like I was like, no, yeah, you're right. Like I should have like planned or whatever. And then we got into a fight, like literally right as he was about to leave. And I think なんか結局仲直りしたけど I asked him, I was like, did you at least have fun? Like, how was your first time in Korea? なんかもう仲直りした後よ。I literally like olive branch 渡して and I was
fighting
like,
on a trip is also
Yeah.
the worst. Second.
もう本当にその時別れたかった。But yeah, なんか I extended an olive branch and I was like, もう仲直りした。How was the trip? Like, did you have fun? I fully expected him to at least be like, yeah, no, it was fun. Thank you for planning all this shit.
Literally everything でしょ?
Yeah, I was translating. I was, figuring shit out. And he was just like, まあ、あんまり楽しくなかったかな。Oh my god. But then at the time
What
though,
the fuck?
今思えばもうだけど、at the time めっちゃなんか普通に悲しかったのね。Because I felt really bad.
落ち込むよね。
I felt as if I was responsible for him having fun on the trip, which is crazy now to hear that. でも at the time I was like, oh my god, like I ruined his like impression of like Korea. Like I like ruined his first time. Like I felt really bad. Like I'm really sorry that you had a bad time. みたいな感じで言ってたけど、now that I think about it, I'm like, yeah, as you fucking should because you did nothing to have a good time.
Yeah. I remember at the time you were like also saying how he couldn't even like have his phone. The Wi-Fi didn't work for his phone. So you were navigating everything, like also translating, getting the transportation, picking マジ何も一つやってないじゃん。
何にもやってない。
ホテルも now that I just found out もう covered by you.
Yeah, exactly. And we still went Dutch on most things.
Yeah.
Huh? マジ意味わかんないわ。でもだからそれでなんか何にもしてないのに文句言うなよマジで。
そうそれな。
楽しくないとかマジで言う権利ねえからお前。
自分がじゃあもうちゃんとプランしなよみたいな。
Only those who have the right because they've planned or they've put in the work to say that they haven't had a good time are able to say that.
Yeah. And that goes with advice too.
Unsolicited advice. Shut the fuck up.
Like girls, okay, you know, like sometimes we like ちょっと悩み事してがあって we like, you know, 相談して get advice. We're not talking about that. It's kind of like
相談してる時点で it's solicited. I'm saying like literally out of the blue, if someone's like, specific to this podcast, if someone's like, oh, you know what you guys should talk about? You guys should talk about this on the pod. And I'm just like, huh? Excuse me? Like, you don't even follow us. Like, you don't even like our posts.
You don't even like our stuff or follow.
Yeah.
So why are you giving us this unsolicited advice?
Yeah.
Thank you. But no thank you.
本当にそう。If it's like feedback, 逆に from like もう赤の他人 like just a plain viewer who doesn't even know us personally, I understand that. That's like, you know, more fully just user feedback と思うけど when it's like our friends or just like guys in my life, I'm just like, huh? Like, if I ever said anything about that for your hobby, for your work, like, oh, you know what? You should actually do this at your work. You should say this to your boss.
確かに急にね。
マジでキモいじゃん。同じだから、同じぐらいキモいからマジやめて。
For golf, instead of that, I think you should do this club.
Yeah, I think you should actually hit it that way. Like, I think it'll do better that way.
誰も知らない
I don't golf at
他
all.
人にさ。
Yeah, someone who has never golfed in their life telling me that shit. Someone who's never started a fucking podcast or done any social media telling me how to do this fucking channel.
Yeah.
Shut up. でも結構いる。なんか especially なんか、now that we've started this and like in the beginning stages of dating, I'll mention it like, hey, I do a podcast, whatever.
Yeah.
I had one guy before we started this, like maybe you know,
Yeah.
but I was just thinking about doing this podcast.
Yeah.
And I think we were like in the stages.
Exactly what you're gonna say. Fucking say it.
Of brainstorming, like, oh, nanka, I do think like we have something going on. And I kind of had an idea, but I just mentioned it like as something that I'm looking forward to doing.
Yeah.
And he literally uncalled, he chat GPT'd. He was like, what can two bilingual Japanese girls talk about on a podcast? Give me 10 topics.
Kyuni, you were just like...
I was just talking about it.
Yeah, like, I might start something.
Yeah, I'm excited. Like, I'm thinking of a podcast.
And Kyuni, he's like, chat GPT.
Yeah, like, 何も決まってないんだけど、でもまあ面白いと思うんだよね. He was like, no, yeah, that sounds interesting. Starts chat GPTing topics. And he's like, here, like, they can talk about this. And I was just like, first of all, ew.
First of
you
all,
can't even think of that shit yourself. Like, you gotta ask ChatGPT. Like, are you weak? Are you so weak-minded and dumb as hell that you can't not even think of shit like that yourself?
Yeah.
Second of all, uncalled for.
Yeah.
I did not ask you to do that for me. You don't know anything about what I want to do.
Yeah.
Just shut up and watch.
Yeah.
Shut up and listen.
Yeah.
Or don't listen at all and don't talk to me. Like, 本当に who do you think you are って思って and that guy started his own social media shit and promptly gave up after like a couple months because it was the worst content in my entire life that I've seen.
Stop!
It was actually the shittiest, もう一番意味がわかんない。誰が見るんこの本というものしか作らなくて。で、やめたし。
Pop off, girl!
Yeah. So you think twice before you give me unsolicited advice, bitch.
しかもさ、I remember he was like telling you, you didn't even ask. You didn't even ask.
Yeah.
And he goes, まあ YouTube とかはこうやって伸びるけど、インスタはこうでこうで、TikTok はこうだから、まあ一応なんかみたいな。
I was like, for you, baby. Yeah, for you, all these platforms would be hard because it's not interesting and no one's gonna watch that shit. We're popping off on everything. Shut up.
痛い。
やばって思って。
I really remember that.
Yeah, because his reels are stopped at like, what, like 50 views?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, of course that's difficult. Like,
Yeah.
they're there と思う
And
けど。
最初さ、we're like, you know, like we didn't know anything.
True, yeah,
you know?
we just started and we're like, oh, そうなんだ。
なんか普通になんか、oh wow, like なるほどね、みたいな。やってみたら結構実際、なんか thankfully うまく
Thankfully, yeah,
こ
yeah,
う伸びて。
But
and like,
that's also trial and error. Like, we try to get better at it.
Of course.
This guy, literally, he does shit that's not good, and he does not change it.
It doesn't
he doesn't
change.
learn
It's the
from
same
it.
content.
I was like, are you actually... なんか、あるじゃん。なんか Einstein's quote. It's like, if you do the same thing, expecting a different result every time, then that's the definition of crazy.
Yeah.
There. それです。
マジでそれです。
マジでキモかった。
Yeah, I remember that. You're just like, we haven't even like started anything, and he just like started going off.
And they were all bad, by the way. Either the prompt was bad, and I also think ChatGPT is shit when it comes to creative stuff.
Do you remember what it said?
It was like, oh, talk about なんか what it's like in your 20s in like America and Japan みたいな。Huh? The biggest
most broad shit ever.
Talk about slang みたいな。Is your ChatGPT millennial? Like, is he a boomer talking to me? マジでキモかった。
ね。And especially you, I feel like you can't hide your reaction to that.
Oh, I completely ignored it. I was like, eh.
Nice.
Yeah, I should have been meaner though. I regret not being meaner. But it's all here now.
Oh yeah, ちょっと出ちゃいましたね。
Yeah, feel good. ちょっとすっきりした。
よかったよかった。But yeah, I don't know. It's like sometimes advice is good, but you have to be careful like when you know
if we ask for it, then give it, you know? If I'm 相談してる, yeah, then I kind of want your advice. But like, if it's just not called for, just don't fucking give me that.
でも本当に上から目線に来ちゃうんだよね。
本当にそう。
I think that's what bothers me the
Yeah.
most. It's like you're not experiencing. I'm not talking about this podcast in general, but in general, like what I'm talking about, like you're not going through it. So if I'm not asking you for advice, like your advice is nothing to me.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
マジ in and out the other って思うの。
Yeah, exactly.
And ね、ちょっと。But I could also, you know, I feel like some people would be like, okay, but 相談してるところで、もう you're already like, you know, letting that out there and wanting advice. そういうのもなんかあると思うけど、なんかやっぱ言い方とかタイミングもなんかちょっと違う。
そうね。
Yeah.
All right. Last one, I think, just for time's sake. I saved the best for last.
Save the best for last.
I think this is girls, listen, please, because this is actually like this is actually like really valid red flag. 本当に when it comes to like sex and like doing the deed and like when you get to that point in a relationship, like someone that you're dating, and a guy
doesn't even have to be dating.
True.
Just like hookups.
Yeah, hookups in general. なんか if you ever get to that point, 当たり前にコンドーム使わない人当たり前にゴム使わない人はマジでやばいから。Because not only is that like one, not safe.
Yeah.
Especially if it's someone you're just hooking up with.
Yeah.
Please always use rubber.
Yeah.
2, it's so disrespectful to you because not only do they not give a fuck about STIs, whether
Yeah.
you are safe, whether they're safe, anything like that.
Yeah.
They would much rather just prioritize whatever the fuck going raw dog. I don't know. But they honestly, don't care enough about that to consider the fact that, you might want to protect yourself from that. And 3, it's just lazy. Like, the fact that there's still rhetoric about, like, oh, but, like, it feels better, whatever. I don't know, for you, that's a you problem.
Everyone says that.
For me, it feels exactly the same.
Yeah.
I really cannot fucking tell. Do you know why they market these rubbers as like 0.0001 millimeter? I can't tell that shit apart. Yeah, so it sounds like a you problem. Maybe you need to go figure out what works best for you.
Feel as good.
Okay, sounds like a you problem. That's not for me to work out. I only have one one device. I'm sorry.
てかなんかそれがもう default is what I hate.
なんか fully expecting us to be like accommodating towards that. Like, oh, okay, it doesn't feel as good.
Yeah.
Okay, then it's fine. Huh?
Yeah.
What? I could give less of a fuck what you feel, no.
Okay,
this is
that how you feel at the moment for like what the 5 fucking seconds that
you
you're gonna
last maybe.
or us being pregnant.
Yeah.
Like, huh?
You putting a baby into us? I wonder, or you giving me fucking legit chlamydia? Like, huh? I bet your ass doesn't get tested yearly like we do because we have to get freaking pap smears.
Oh my god, and pap smear is the worst thing
Yeah.
ever.
Don't you ever,
oh my
ever, for guys listening, don't you ever, 当たり前に as if it's a given, go into any type of situation like that expecting it to be without a rubber.
Or like, oh my god, I hate it when you're like getting into that mood and he's like, ないよみたいな.
Huh?
You're about to.
All right, I guess good night.
Like just fucking
yeah.
If I wouldn't have asked that, or if then it would have just.
They're like waiting for you to ask sometimes because like, oh, ちょっとラッキーになったら maybe I don't have to use it.
そう、それが一番嫌なの.
This isn't like whether you put a seatbelt on in taxi. Like, you always put your seatbelt on for this situation, please.
本当に. And like, if you're on birth control and whatever, there's all these different, circumstances.
でもそれもさ、先に聞かれないと言わないじゃん、そういうこと。当たり前に、oh, are you, oh, sure you're not? みたいな感じ言われるのも嫌だし、なんか、the default should always just be with a rubber, no matter what.
Default.
Yeah.
Default.
That is the default, guys.
Yeah.
That's the normal thing. I'm gonna say it right here. There is no nuance. That's the normal thing. If you're in a relationship, that is not the default that we're talking about because you guys have your own rules.
Yeah.
I'm talking about no relationship, no prior
hookups.
rules, whatever.
Yeah.
The default is you do it with a rubber. 本当に結構 like that type of etiquette is so telling of how much a person would really care about you. They can be the best person. They can give you the best dates, the best experiences, whatever. They can be the nicest guy. But then if they are not, up to this extent, like careful and considerate about stuff like this, I just think either one, you're just uneducated and that's super unfortunate because guys, we're pushing 30. Like, get your shit together.
Yeah.
If you are like 18, fine. No, we're not though.
No, we're not.
And it's just like, yeah, I think it like nullifies a lot of the things because clearly this thing is you're either very selfish or either you can be selfless. You don't have to, you can give up the fucking like 0.001 millimeter. Like you can, handle that. Yeah. In order for me to feel safe and not get an unwanted pregnancy.
てかもうマジで like so many guys say this.
That's ridiculous. Honestly, 本当に怖いそれ。でもそれもさ、なんか I don't want girls to think that that's normal. It's not normal. If a guy ever fully expects you to go raw when you don't want to, like that's not normal and you shouldn't do it. You should be able to say no because that's such a valid reason. Yeah. And that, if anything, that is the most valid reason. Yeah. 結 構腹立つわ。いや、本当になんか、
ほんとそうけど。
in the only cases where it's okay is when I say it's okay, when I bring it up. I don't want you to ever manipulate me, to ever try to even convince me that that's okay, because that's fully a you thing. That's your like agenda. Has nothing to do with me. I'm sure it's not gonna even feel good for me either way. So why the fuck would I want to choose the riskier route?
Again, just selfish.
Yeah.
マジで selfish. Like the girl has to, if something happens,
Then we have to take the after pill. We have to fuck up our hormones for the next cycle.
and that shit is crazy.
Yeah.
The hormones of like Plan B とかさ.
It's so potent. It's
my
expensive,
God.
first of all.
Yeah, the shit women have to go through.
Yeah.
Just for your guys' 気持ちよさ.
For 1 second, and it's like もう超ドキドキするさ. And if you're like a little bit late, it's like, oh my god,
Oh my
you're
god,
pregnant.
it's so stressful.
How many girls have had like in their Google search signs that you're pregnant
Yeah.
versus not pregnant?
Yeah.
みたいな.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
just to have like a mini pregnancy scare like that, like もう本当に it breaks my heart.
怖いよね.
Yeah.
本当に.
だからこれはマジで if anything, this is the only red flag that if you were to take away one from this whole episode, that I would want you to take away from. 本当に大事だと思う。
in general,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, stay
Respect
safe.
our bodies.
Yeah, stay safe out there, both guys and girls, please.
Yeah,
Like you really
yeah,
never know.
Yeah. I mean, for men too. Again,
Like,
you're
aren't
protecting
you scared?
yourself.
Yeah. Aren't you scared to get someone pregnant? なんかまずそういう考えなのかな。
ね、わからんわ。マジで。
いや、キモ。
キモ。overall, キモ。
いや、キモいからこの全部通して。
全部。この red flag みんなこの行動キモい。
いや、キモいから本当に。Please stop.
Anyway, I think
Yeah.
we got our rants out today.
Yeah, I feel good.
Yeah, I feel much better.
Man, I'm so excited to clip this shit and get so much hate. Because I honestly, I could say this to anyone, to any situation. Like, I'm not exaggerating it just for the pod. Like, this is shit that I truly, truly believe in. X とかだと、なんかちょっと面白おかしく言えるけど、like, this shit is like actually 本当にやめといたらって思う。
これマジで二人でいつも話してることだし、普通に。
本当にそう。
Yeah.
And like from experience, 本当にやめといた方が良かったって思う。
いや、本当そう。
Yeah. Alright, well, stay safe.
Stay safe. Stay safe out there.
Alright.
All right.
See you in the next one, guys. Bye.
Bye.